Listen, if you find yourself putting social media content out there, putting posts out there, putting offers out there, but you're not getting engagement, this is usually has to do with a factor that your audience, you might not want to hear this, but they just don't care about what you're posting about. They literally have zero interest in what you're posting. And many times this is a trap that a lot of people get in when they're starting on social media. They get momentum, they grow in the confidence to show up every day on social media, and then they get all these crickets out there. It's because you might be talking about what you care about. You might be talking about what you think people care about, but it has nothing to do with what people actually care about. It has everything to do with your perception, your beliefs, and what you want people to hear from you, but it has nothing to do with what they are interested in. And so usually if you're doing video, if you're showing up consistently every single day, if you're showing up making content, making offers, doing challenges, things like that, and people are not showing up, they're not taking action, it's a misalignment in what you're actually putting out there. So the activity is pretty much useless. The activity is not showing up to people in the way that they connect with. It's showing up in the way that you want it to connect with them. It's showing up in the way that you think it should connect with them. But in all reality, it is so far disconnected and removed from what will actually get a result that it just falls flat. And so how do you figure out how to fix this? You have to truly, intentionally immerse yourself in the world of your target customer. You have to figure out, what do they care about? What are they going through? I often hear from people, well, I'm just so high level and so disconnected from what my people are going through. I want to raise them up to this level. That's great, but you're going to have to come down off the mountain to meet people where they're at, even if it's a topic that you haven't struggled with or dealt with in years. Even if it's a topic that you think is irrelevant, even if it's a topic that you think is silly that people are dealing with. For you to connect with your audience, you have to show that you care about what they are going through on a regular basis. No matter what you're selling, no matter what you're offering, no matter what you're putting out there, you have to show people that you understand where they are at the process. You will never make anybody show up to where you are in the process until you meet them where they are at. And you may have a belief that that's a waste of time to show up to those people at that place. It could be if they're not people that are going to buy from you, of course. But if nobody is connecting with you whatsoever, there's a disconnect here. And there's something very off with what you're showing up as. And so you have to take a step back, raise your head up a little bit above the horizon, above what's actually going on, to look at the like a chessboard, like the playing field. What's actually going on? What are people dealing with? What are their struggles? What are the issues that they're having? And how can I show up every single day to be a support, to be an encouragement, to be an empowerment to people where they are at? And so no matter what you're selling, no matter what you're offering, caring about 100% about what your target customers, what they are dealing with, that's what attracts customers to you. Just talking about what you think they should care about, what you think they should do, what you want them to care about is not going to get you results. You have to show up by connecting with what other people are dealing with and going through, and those problems and struggles and frustrations, and mirror back to them the language that they're using. Say the exact words the same way that they would say it, even if that's not how you would say it. And this is a pride issue right here. You might say, well, I don't say it that way, so I'm not going to say it that way. Yeah, but your audience might be saying it that way. And so for you to not say it that way is disconnecting from your audience, because you expect them to understand what you mean by the way that you say it personally. You need to show up to your audience and connect with them the way that they talk, the way that they communicate, the way that they connect, the way that they think, to then lead them to the action, the solution, the product, and the service that you offer for sale. You need to show up Show that you care about what they're dealing with, that you're not just somebody who's up here and one day they might be worthy enough to show up to you at this level, that you're presenting yourself in a way that says, hey, this is going to help you right here and now. If you take this, if you do this, this is going to get you results. When you show up to people by meeting them where they are at, you're connecting with them on a deep level, and that builds trust. Now, when you say something that they need after that trust is built, they're trusting the words that you say, and so then you can lead people to the action that's going to get them a result. When you start doing this consistently over time in your business, you will see it compound and build upon itself, and you'll start to gain momentum. Momentum does not happen just by forcing your will upon people, just by forcing what you think other people should do. It happens by intentionally showing up and showing that you care about your audience and what they are going through, what they are dealing with. And if you struggle with this, this is an area where you need to exercise your empathy muscle. It's not a waste of time. It may not come naturally to you to care about other people and what they're dealing with. It may not come naturally to you to do this, but it's the number one thing that you need to start doing to get more results in your business, is to start to put yourself in the shoes of your target customer and pay attention to what are they going through, what are they dealing with, and how can I help them get the solution that I offer by showing up to them, by showing that I care about what they are dealing with, not about me. It has nothing to do with me. I mean this in the nicest way. It has nothing to do with you and your bills and wanting to get results in sales. It has everything to do with you serving and helping your target customer get the results that they want. And if you can show up consistently every single day and do this, you can build a sustainable business through social media and through the internet. Now, if you're somebody that needs some help knowing what are the pieces, what are the puzzle pieces to put together to do this, I'd love to talk with you. I'd love to work with you and get on the phone where we can go through together. Where are you at? What are you offering? What are you selling? And how can you start to get more sales and customers in your business? You can schedule a free 15-minute call with me on my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com. It's not a sales pitch. It's a call where we talk about where you are at in your business to point you in the right direction, to start to show up for your customers, to start to connect with them and meet them where they're at, and to start to get some of that momentum in your business. So click the link on this post, schedule a free call with me.